What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another horror movie recommended to me by one of my friends. He recommended to me the movie that we took a look at a couple of days ago, the really good psychological horror, which is Double Blind, and I really loved that one, and I was ready to take on his next recommendation, which was As Beloved, So Below. I'm gonna be honest, it was two ends of the spectrum. These movies, one of them, fucking fantastic. The other one, I was bored shitless. So, let's go. Let's, without any further delay, take a look at As Above, So Below. It's a very awkward name. It did come out in 2014, and it is a sort of analog horror? Maybe, I might be using that term wrong. I'm not sure. It is a horror adventure, which is 1 hour and 33 minutes. Felt like way fucking longer. And it has a 6.3 out of 10 IMDb, a 4.3 out of 5 on Amazon, and a 29% Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is the only one that got this rating right, okay? Going straight in. You can watch this on YouTube, Google Play, or Amazon Prime. Scarlett's pursuit for the Philosopher's Stone turns into a nightmare when her exploration group begins to encounter supernatural experiences while descending into the catacombs of Paris. So, the catacombs are already an extremely scary place to go, because if you go in without an experienced guide, you can get lost. Some of these quote-unquote experienced guides take you in to a place where only they know about, so deep into the catacombs, they beat the shit out of you, steal your shit, and leave you there, and you will never be able to find your way out. There is also people that live in the catacombs that don't like tourists coming in, and frequently attack tourists that go in. They're already a pretty terrifying fucking place, not gonna lie, and it is a fucking labyrinth down there. And I've never been in, I never want to go in. I've seen too much shit on TikTok and Instagram and sort of just Google in general. This movie didn't scare me, though. I feel like it went in the complete wrong direction to try and amplify your fear of the catacombs. So, you know, without any further delay, let's get a look into the actual story. So, this girl finds an artifact, like this sort of piece of paper, and she's like, holy shit, I know where this is, let's go get my friend. And her mate is like, cool, fuck you, I'm not going. Last time I went with you, I went into prison. She was like, oh, but I actually found it this time. I can actually help you. Let's go. They go to Paris, go to the catacombs, go in, they get a guide, and it's like, sick, let's go, gamers. They go down a path that they shouldn't have gone, because obviously the guide is like, no, we don't go down there. We lost someone down there, and we never found them, so I'm not going down there. She ends up talking him into it, and they end up going down there, and when they do, shit starts to get weird. They find their friend that they lost all these years ago. He's fucking crazy, like, he's gone absolutely insane, and they're fighting. They scrap with him, they're running through the catacombs, following this mystery. She finds the stone, takes it out, loads of loud noises, loads of scary noises, like big bangs and sort of shaking rooms, lights go on and off, the roof caves in on them, they find a load of gold, like, they get covered in blood, another girl shows up and attacks them, and all of their crew die one by one until it's just 3 left, and they manage to escape because they save one with the Philosopher's Stone. It turns into fucking Harry Potter at this point. Looking for Philosopher's Stone by Nicholas Flamel. Motherfucker, I thought that was a Harry Potter thing. I didn't think that was a real thing. That's insane to me. Okay, anyway. Yeah, continuing that. That's the story. That is the story. I thought it was really shit. It was based on the supernatural, and that's not what I expected to go in to this film and seeing. I expected to see, like, people getting attacked, like this group was hunting them through the catacombs, not this supernatural stuff, and it was kind of boring, because I don't really like supernatural. That's not scary. When villains can teleport, when villains can run around or use dark magic, that no longer becomes scary or terrifying to me. Like, I don't think Paranormal Activity is that scary, because it's not realistic. I find Saw a lot more terrifying, because that shit could happen. Some person could trap you in a situation like that. Like, that is more realistic than a demon coming to chase you and hunt you down and scare you out of the catacombs, or a curse. Alright? Just my personal opinion, just my personal beliefs. That's how I get scared, and that's why I get scared. So this movie already wasn't scary, and it was done in a form of a documentary, so you was watching it from a camera view of someone who has brought a camera down there. And that leads to it being very shaky, very sort of blurry, very unfocused, which, again, following that logic, like, shit being blurry, we get blurry pictures of the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot all the time. We get blurry pictures of aliens. Sure, I do believe in aliens, I don't believe in Bigfoot, and I don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster, but a blurry picture isn't evidence. That isn't hard evidence. That blurry picture could have been anything. So seeing this through blurry vision and shaky vision, I don't know, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy that sort of vlog style of horror, and the group of characters didn't really connect with me. Like, it just threw you straight in. It gave you no time to get related to them. It threw you into the main character, threw you into the secondary character, and the secondary character was, no, you're unreliable. That's all we got for the main character when this film started. All we learned about the main character before we got into the main mission is she's unreliable. And that was it. That is not a good character trait for your main character. And we see her sort of change that towards the end of the movie, where she actually starts to care for her group and try and look after them the best she can. And we never really see any of this unreliability. We only get told about it, so it doesn't make it feel true or justified. We're just taking someone's word for her being unreliable. And I don't think that's good. Like, we're being told and we're not being shown. If we were shown that she was unreliable, I feel like the character arc would have been a lot more meaningful and a lot more impactful for this character. The jump scares were shit because they were just loud noises, and the noises wasn't scary, they were just annoying, and it pissed me off because it was just loud. That's all it was. This movie had loud noises when it was quiet. And that was what it used to scare you. And that's not scary, that just pissed me off because I had to keep adjusting the volume. I turned it down so it was quiet and I couldn't hear what they were saying. And then I turned it up and then a loud noise plays and it pissed me off. Like, I could not get it right. It was either too loud or too quiet. And that's not how you make a good film. That is not a good film, like, trope, in my opinion. Right. Oh my god. Right. The practical effects were pretty good. I liked the blood pool. I thought that was really gross and disgusting. I liked the cave. Like, it was really well done. I liked how it collapsed. I liked how the rocks were set up and how the rooms were set up. It did feel a lot more like tombs instead of catacombs. Again, I don't actually fully understand what the catacombs are. I just know it's a big maze. But seeing this be like a tomb with dead bodies everywhere and sort of stuff in cases, it kind of felt like an exaggerated bit of the museum where you go and sort of see stuff. It didn't really feel like a very dangerous or threatening place. I already don't like caves as it is because I feel like squeezing through them get you stuck, and that's fucking terrifying. I don't like doing that. I don't like the thought of being stuck in caves, so that already made me feel uneasy. But that's all this movie really did for me. It didn't make me feel scared. The tension was very poorly built, again, with music disappearing and making it really quiet, and having music sort of go into an attack. It was just very bare bones. Like, it didn't make you connect with the characters, so you didn't care whether they lived or died. It didn't make you really invest into the mystery they were trying to do. It threw you into her sort of discovering, like, at the end of her discovery of this stone, like, she went through all of this sort of trouble to find this thing, and we didn't see any of the work she put in, so we don't see the effort that she put in, so we don't have connection to her character, we don't have connection to her work, we don't really care if she succeeds because we haven't been with her for that journey. Very differently is Outer Banks. Outer Banks does this really well, where it shows the characters having nothing and working their asses off through the series to work out this mystery, to work out all these different things, to get knock down and get back up when working through it and getting the payoff for it. This just shows off the payoff, again, which doesn't give us that connection to the character that we need to enjoy it, to sort of care whether they live or die, to build that tension when they're being attacked. It just felt like a found footage movie. It just felt like it didn't feel meaningful. It felt like it didn't have any character. Even Kane Pixels has a really good story and a really good analog horror, a really good found footage horror on YouTube. You might have heard of it. It's this little thing called Backrooms, and that does this type of content so much better, so much more meaningful, and so much more interesting than how this one does it. This one just has loud noises. This one just has very bare-bones scares and very over-the-top scares, with it being very demonic and very unrealistic. And again, demons aren't my thing. Demons aren't scary. Demons aren't real. Demons just ain't it, chief. So I am going to give this movie a pretty low score of 2 out of 10 because I don't recommend you watch this. I feel like I wasted my time watching this. I don't feel like I got anything from watching this, and there was many times in watching this that I thought, hey, should I just skip to the end, see how this ends? Should I just quit now? Should I just turn it off and go to sleep? I didn't do that because I know if I did that, I would have missed out on stuff and I wouldn't have been able to give a full, proper review for you guys. So I stuck through. It, and I'm saying from a guy that has watched all 1 hour and 33 minutes of this movie that it's not worth it. I don't recommend you watch it, and I'm personally giving it a 2 out of 10. I'm not your mother, I'm not your father, I'm not your parental figure, I'm not an authority figure, so I can't tell you what to do, but I am advising you not to watch this movie because, personally, I didn't enjoy it very much. So, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I hope you all stay home and stay safe. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.